Hey, this is Jim Moore with There Is No Spoon. I wanted to talk quickly today about Tesla. Something really big has happened today. The stock went from $900 a share yesterday to over $1,000 a share today, which is a monstrous move, over 12% in a single day. And why did that happen? I'll tell you why. The company Hertz Rent-A-Car just placed an order for 100,000 Teslas. That, at the current run rates or production rates, is 2 full months of production from Tesla. That just doesn't happen. And beyond that, Hertz paid retail. Tesla didn't discount the price because they don't have to. Now, why was this such a good idea? One, Teslas are awesome. So if you have a choice of renting a Hyundai or renting a Tesla, rent the Tesla. One, it's so much safer than any other car. Two, it's fun, it's enjoyable. And finally, Hertz themselves, they'll have power stations there. If you're just running around a little bit, you probably won't even need to charge the car. But if you do need to charge the car, there are plenty of places around. And when the car comes back, you charge it there. Don't deal with gasoline, don't deal with anything. And then the maintenance on the cars is virtually nil. So the cost of operation will be exceptionally low. I just don't see how they could lose on this. It's a win for Tesla as well, because a lot of people are going to get in Teslas and then go, oh my, and they're going to go out and order one. That was my experience. I'll tell you my experience real quickly. I was always enamored of Teslas, and I thought they were a little expensive. It was before the Model 3 was even out, or it was out, but it was barely out. So my wife and I went and test drove a Model X. And when I got there, I was thinking, oh, it's $80,000, so much money for a car. And then I drove it, and then I thought, how do they make a car this good for only $80,000? I mean, literally, my mind changed that fast, and I couldn't sign up fast enough. We found a way. A little background on Tesla, though. I'm a mechanical engineer. Every mechanical engineer, probably since they've known about the Maxwell equations, figured out that, hey, we could make a car where we use the energy to accelerate the car, get the energy back to recharge the batteries by making a homopolar generator or doing something to pull the energy back out when you slow down, because all of the waste of travel is in the friction of moving through the air, the internal friction of the moving components, and the loss due to braking. Tesla has greatly reduced the friction of moving through the air. They have reduced the number of moving components, so that loss is not eliminated but greatly reduced. And finally, recaptured the energy on braking. And then finally, and perhaps the coup de grace of the whole thing, is no more carbon emissions. CO2 does not get produced. Now, some people say, well, you just generated the power elsewhere and moved it here, so yeah. Except Tesla is also in the solar energy business, and many people are putting solar on their homes. And so as that transition occurs, you truly have eliminated CO2 production, which is critical to getting the Earth back to a normal temperature. It is a monumental thing, and deep respect for what it has taken and continues to take to do this. And that's not just to Elon Musk, but to all the people who work for Tesla. And shame on our leaders for not stepping up and doing the right thing. The Biden administration is on the wrong side of history here, and really it's embarrassing and sad. But moving on, what happened today with Tesla? Their stock went up by 12% in one day. Oh, Hertz bought 2 months of production from Tesla. This is the first major recognition that this is the future. I mean, many people say it, and lots of people have been buying Teslas in Europe. Last month, it was the top-selling car of all cars, not just electric cars, all cars in Europe. And now one of the major used car vendors has gone all in on Tesla. That is huge. It's a very big deal. And I really think that it's time for the other automakers to figure out what they're going to do. And it also probably marks the beginning of sort of a standardized bright future for Tesla. In other words, there was lots of optimism about Tesla. You see all these things happening, the AI and the batteries, all these things are very real, but they were real in a small group of people. The people that see it get it. And what they get is real, but it's a small population. Now, with Hertz buying all these cars, this is a large population who gets it. And it's going to get attention. And Tesla now has a new problem, as if their problems weren't bad enough, with 1 year lead time on cars already. They have 2 plants that are about to come online. But now the demand has become huge, and it's probably going to become huger, and they have to answer. So what do I think? I think it's a happy day. I think it's time to celebrate. And I think it's also time to contact the Biden administration and express your displeasure in their failing to mention Tesla in any innovations or things that are helping U.S. competitiveness, U.S. carbon footprint, all things that are stated goals, and they ignore them. And they're ignoring them for reasons that are all to do with, in my guess, I'm guessing this, it has to do with money. They owe favors for how they got elected, and they have to answer the mail. But in the end, the American people need to win, and the world needs to win, and this silliness cannot prevail. The other automakers can find a way, and they need to find a way. They have been historically lazy, and now laziness won't cut it. So it's easier to just go beat up or try to beat up the other guy or hold him back. But that's what cost them last time when Japan handed them their ass. Are we going to do it again? And China is here. They're ready. They know what they're doing. And they don't have these problems. So we are basically signing up to be losers. And I, for one, don't want to be in that camp. And I don't think anybody else does either. So if there were one action to take as a result of listening to this, it would be to contact the Biden administration and NHTSA to express displeasure in their nomination of people that are openly hostile to Tesla and Elon Musk, who have Missy Cummings, I'm speaking of in particular. She's an appointment that is openly hostile to Tesla, has conflict of interest, has shares in technology that is competing to Tesla's. And no problem with competing with Tesla, just problem being in a regulatory body while having an interest in something competing to Tesla. You can't have an interest in anything. And she's disqualified herself and shouldn't be there. And the fact that they chose to put her there is a statement in and of itself, and that is a problem. So please do take action. Contact your senators as well, federal, and express your displeasure. See if you can make anything move on that. Thank you.